just about the makeup of the team at the moment. It was about a month ago when you said the City are an old team in terms of counter-attacks and stuff, but at the weekend it was the joint youngest team that you've had here.
The
joint youngest team that you've had at City. It seems like a pretty quick kind of evolution, including the transfer market, players that have been brought in, and then going forward. Like, do you already sense with the new signings there is a little bit of a change of energy and maybe an ability to drop teams better than you were doing even 6 weeks ago?
What I said before to him, so we need all the players, and of course when you talk about Phil or talk about Omar or talk about Nico or Maka, for just question of age, they have a rhythm without the ball that can have other players with the old players that we know that we have, but the other players give you something that the young players cannot give you. For Liverpool, I decided for this energy up front to create more or drop them more, or have the feeling that we can score more goals. And the way we'll play against or the way we played with how Liverpool must defend, I'm really pleased. I said after the press conference I had that feeling. So we did very good things. They punish us in the, of course, Alexander-Arnold break the line for his enormous quality, but I would say that it was more a transitional team like Liverpool, or maybe this season was completely different, and we were there all the time. I think what we have done against Liverpool, we have done during almost a decade, 8 years, 9 years we have been here, to drop the team there and after to try to don't leave much and do it. So only we miss, what I said is in the final third, a little more creativity or better crosses or better, I don't know, it's not easy when they defend with the power that they have and the presence, physical presence that they have, and of course the speed that they have. So I'm not going to say that we deserve more than what happened, and we are better than Liverpool, but we have 18 or 20 points behind. We don't have defense, so they are better. So accept it. So the best way to understand, I said many times, to understand the realities to the future is to understand the reality. And the reality in the Premier League, even we are right now fourth, so we have not been good to compete for them. And of course, always I'm a big support of that. When you sign players, it's better to find players young and they can make his career. And when Kevin came to do what they have done, Kevin De Bruyne here. And I think I prefer that the club prefers as well than buy a player come from the last years. But we will see how they behave, the players that were many time here, the young ones. And game by game, until the end of the season, try to finish what we want to do and prepare the next seasons.
Hi, Pep. Obviously, you've liked to have quite a small squad whilst you've been here, and with the injuries this season especially, would you, it's caused a problem, would you consider having a bigger squad next season to then maybe keep some of the experience that might otherwise leave to cope with the schedule?
No. Especially the guys who remain here or the guys who come, how is his history in terms of injuries. So you have to think about it, which players can play every 3 days or in a month. That is the most important thing, because otherwise can happen the same happened this season. And you have to try to avoid it. Of course, you have to sign, I think the club has to sign players, but at the same time, you have to keep the players that we have as much as possible.